Hi, welcome everyone. My name is Shay from mybloggingtutor.com. Today I planned to go live. That was the plan, to go live and do a blogging question and answer session. But I did have an emergency where I needed to, I couldn't go live here. I didn't want you guys to hear a lot of distractions and a lot of noise in the background. So I just had to go ahead and pre-record this video. And I do want you to share your questions below, any type of blogging questions. For those that are just getting started, if you are just getting started, whether you are a beginner or you're an experienced blogger and just want to learn more about how to be successful, you are struggling in a certain phase of your blogging, whether you have questions about WordPress, the technical side of blogging, different ways to monetize your blog, building your blog, getting traffic to your blog. So I do want you to share those questions below, and I will answer every single question that comes in the comment section. I do want you guys to feel comfortable sharing any struggles that you are having. Now, for those that are completely new to this page, whether you are following my Facebook page or my YouTube channel, if you don't know a lot about me, I do want to share my story and how I have been able to build a very successful blog. Now, I started almost 5 years ago blogging. I had absolutely no experience. I started a blog called dreamhomebasedwork.com. And, I started that blog, while I was trying to actually find a work from home job myself. I was staying at home with my kids, being a stay-at-home parent, and I was just looking for ways to be able to make money from home. So I started to come across a lot of work from home jobs. I even applied to several work at home jobs, but they just weren't the right fit for me. And so I said, hey, why don't I just start a blog and share this information through the blog? So that's how dreamhomebasedwork.com was born. And that was like one of the best decisions that I could have made in my lifetime. Like I said, I had no experience, but I did do a lot of research at the beginning. I tried to make sure that once I started and I jumped in, I wanted to continue and just try to follow it through, see if it would produce anything, see if it would build, see if it would become successful. And so one of the first platforms that I jumped on was YouTube. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. I wanted to make sure that I eliminate some of the noise around me. I have little ones in the home. I also have my dog. So it can get crazy. That's why, my lives, I struggle with going live, and I do try to plan to have a live going so I can be able to connect with you guys and you can get familiar with who I am, for those that don't know anything about me or just still trying to learn what they can from me. So basically YouTube, that was one of the platforms that I jumped on first. I thought it was very important for people to be able to see my face and know who was sharing the information, because when it comes down to work from home jobs, that can be a very risky topic. A lot of people are scammed. They try to find ways to take advantage of folks that are really in need of ways to make money. So you have to be very careful who you are accepting information from when it comes down to finding work from home jobs. But I jumped on there. YouTube was a great decision to make, to jump on there, and I use that to help build my blog, build my audience, build my social media following, because people that was following me on YouTube, they were also following me on Facebook, Pinterest, anywhere else. And so it started off a little slow the first few months, and then I would say around the 4th month, that's when I started to pick up and see some results from my blogging and me staying consistent. And one of the platforms, the next platform that I jumped on was Pinterest. That is when things turned around significantly for my blog, when I got on Pinterest and I started to share my information there. And that was one way that I could be able to build the blog. I started getting a tremendous amount of traffic from that platform. And that is what made it very, very successful in what it is today. Now, like I said, I want you to share your questions below. no matter what you are struggling from, please, just share your questions. I will go through every one of them and make sure that I respond to everyone. Now, when I started this YouTube channel and Facebook page, I wanted to make sure that I, share some things that have helped me be successful. Yes, it is a lot different when I started versus now, because there's a lot more people blogging, so you have more competition. But I feel like if you make sure that you find a way to be unique and stand out from everyone else, then you will get a following. Even if you have some valuable information to share with people, people will follow you and they will share your blog or your resource with all of their family and friends. So here are 3 things I would want to share with you that are really important to being successful as a blogger. Before I leave you guys, I think the first thing has to be, you have to have a plan. You need to know what's your end goal. What are you trying to accomplish by starting a blog? Are you trying to build clients? Are you trying to make sales? Are you trying to get people into your blog to actually make sales and sell a product? Also, are you just trying to make money from having Google ads on your site, just having a tremendous amount of traffic into your blog where you make money from Google ads, affiliate marketing, so forth? It is really important, because there is a lot of people that start a blog and they have absolutely no idea what they plan to do with that blog. And so it is very, very important to know, what's your goal? What do you plan to do, and try to strategize that out before starting. The second thing that I think that is most important is consistency. There are many people that I have worked with and mentored that have came to my house. I've sat down with them. I've helped them get set up with their blog. They may start blogging for maybe a month or 2. Even some they will blog for like 6 months, and then they will fall off for 2 months. And so I feel like once you start, and once you you get in a groove, you have your content together, you are pretty much, getting on a schedule where you maybe publish once a week. And I feel that is important too. When you start a blog, you should publish content at least once per week. There are some people that publish once every day, or 2 or 3 times per week. But I feel like don't go no longer than 1 article per week. Don't go longer than a week, because at that point, once you start to build up readers, they're going to want to see content published on a regular basis. So if you start for 3 months, 6 months, even a year, and then you drop off for 2 or 3 months, it is very hard to capture that audience back that you've already built. So that is important. It is very important to stay consistent. I can't say that enough. When I dived in at the very beginning, I stayed consistent, whether it was publishing an article on my blog every week, or I would publish a YouTube video. I made sure to stay consistent on some platform, no matter what. And when I jumped on Pinterest, I was making sure I pinned content and shared my content multiple times per day. Pinterest fanatics, and I know, like right now, I publish anywhere from 10 to 15 pins per day on Pinterest. I stay consistent because that is so important when you're trying to build up your blog and build up an audience, especially in the beginning of your journey. So consistency. The last thing is patience. Patience is so needed because you're not going to see results right out the gate. Sometimes it can take a few months. It could take 6 months. Even sometimes it can take over a year for people to actually start generating money. And it really depends on the niche for your blog, what niche you choose. So that's important, whether it's a hot topic, a lot of entertainment, food and recipe blogs, how to do it yourself blogs. A lot of those blogs are a great resource, so people keep coming back to those blogs. A lot of cooking blogs, beauty and health. Those are, it depends on your topic. Also, it depends on how frequent you are posting. Like I mentioned before, you have to post on a consistent basis. Don't go longer than a week. And then also, it just depends on how much you are also promoting your website on social media. That is very important when you're just beginning. You need to develop a schedule where you are posting at least 3 or 4 times, up to, even 10 times per week on your social media platforms, so people can continue to see new content that is coming out from you. Just continue to see that you are staying active, because if they see that you have faded off, then they are going to also leave your blog, and they're not going to follow you anymore. So patience is key, but I feel like if you stay committed at the very beginning and you just dive in and really work very hard, then you will be successful. So that is wrapping this video up. I appreciate everyone for actually taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, like I said, don't hesitate to share those questions below. Also, if you are looking to start your blog, if you haven't started your blog, I am going to leave a link to my free training that walks you step by step through how to start your blog from scratch. I even cover a couple of things where I share with you how to find hot topics online. If you are struggling with what you want to blog about, I share that all in my free training. So it is really a really good free training to take advantage of, because it will walk you through how to get your website set up, get your domain name, which is your www.yourblogName.com, and then you are ready to get going. So I'll share the link to my free training below, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I can't wait to actually connect with you guys. Go ahead and drop your questions in the comment section, and I'll make sure to provide a comment for every one of you guys. So thank you guys, and take care. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.